Is astrology a guide to aid us in mastering the universe? This is the Cosmic Community Podcast with Galactic Ambassador Stacey Dredd. Hey everyone, thanks for being tuned in to KPOV 88.9 FM, your high desert community radio in Bend, Oregon. I hope you're having a good day. This is Stacey Dredd, Galactic Ambassador in the Cosmic Community. That's our astrology program here in KPOV, Tuesdays, 4:30 to 5 p.m., where we discuss the week's planetary and lunar influences, how the energies may be felt in our day-to-day, and how to move and live in the cycles to create a more benevolent life for all and be in harmony with the universe. So thank you so much for making time and space in your day today to receive these messages. You can always access the archive to this program at kpov.org/the cosmic community. That is my show page where you can see the music that I am playing also. Little third rock from the sun. All of the chaos makes perfect sense. I don't know. I feel like this week we're in it to win it. It's, the week before Christmas. It's, we want to make things so good. And the energy is always a little more excited, a little more, shall I say, volatile, a little more influential. And so we definitely want to be aware of what's going on with the energies in the universe so that we can prepare for that weather also this week. It's a big week in the astrology. I've got lots of things to talk about for this week, but also I've got part 2 of my 2023 astrological themes. It's a breakdown of next year's astrology. Last week, I had part 1. You can listen to that. Also, I have a YouTube channel, and that is the Cosmic Community Astrology. You can actually go back and listen to all of my shows there. You can hear part 1 of the 2023 astrological themes. But today I'm going to present part 2. And so diving into this week's astrology. Last week, the very tail end of my weekly report, we mentioned the planet of Jupiter entering Aries, and that did happen this morning. All of my times are West Coast USA times. So that was at 6:32 a.m. this morning. The planet of Jupiter entered the sign of Aries. Well, really re-entered the sign of Aries. We've had Jupiter in the last degrees of Pisces doing so much closing down, closing out of cycles. And I say this because the 29th degree of Pisces is the very last degree of the zodiac. Starts on at 0 degrees of Aries is the beginning of the astrological wheel. And so Jupiter sitting right there at 0 degrees this morning and bringing in big new beginnings. Big, those completion points, we had spent time making sure that things were buttoned up and that we could move on safely and happily from those things. And today, December 20th, you have brand new, huge opportunities for new beginnings. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, holds a ton of energy with it. And so Jupiter is known as the sort of the planet that exaggerates energy and makes things bigger, because of that energy. And so these are big new beginnings because the planet of Jupiter is so large and in charge. We could really be feeling like stepping out and doing and making those things happen that we've been wanting to see happen in our lives. Jupiter is going to spend only a month in Aries, and then we're going to zip through into Taurus, and I believe that is where the where the next retrograde happens. So this is an opportunity with Jupiter zipping all the way through the sign of Aries to make some really quick kind of moves, make some new things happen, re-engage with some of those big changes that you want to see, or some of those new opportunities as Jupiter brings in tons of good luck and new opportunities also. So, wow, this is going to be powerful. Jupiter takes 12 years to go around the zodiac. So this is a 12-year cycle that we have just finished and are now starting a new 12-year cycle as Jupiter enters Aries. And on December 21st, that is going to be a very, very blessed and happy solstice that I am wishing for everybody. That's the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere. If you happen to be in the southern hemisphere, that is the opposite. You got your longest day of the year and your shortest night. And so either way, no matter if you're northern or southern, we are celebrating the sun on the winter solstice and on the summer solstice for that matter. The term SOL, sol, is like the Latin term for sun. So the word solstice comes from sun, and it's a way of us to tell time. Before we had clocks and, things like that, we used the sun, and we could tell what time of the year it was because we could see where the sun was in the sky. And so this is a marker. This is a marker in the year, the lowest light day of the year. I mean, all the animals are known to hibernate. We are known to have less energy and to feel more like hibernating naturally this time of year. We are biological creatures. We have lived on this planet for a long time under the influence of the sun. So we celebrate the sun on the winter solstice and celebrate the shortest day of the year with going inside and becoming internal and connecting with our inner light, right? There's not tons and tons of light out available during the day, but that's an opportunity for us to turn inside and continue to furnace our inner flame and to feed that inner flame and to realize that flame burns very, very bright. And it's a celebration of welcoming the sun and the longer days back in. So if you haven't already made some type of, winter solstice plan or ceremony, it's a great time to just slow down, connect with the last 6 months, since the summer solstice. Where have you come since June 21st of 2022? And also to connect with the next 6 months. Where do you want to be by the next summer solstice, June 21st of 2023? And so it's this great opportunity. It's a balancing point. We sit right in the middle. We can see where we've come. We can see where we are wanting to go. And that's a really nice place to be. I mean, we spend a lot of time, as I was saying, this time of year, we get so, I don't want to say stressed out, but it's high energy, right? I mean, it's a little stressful. Just making sure that we have everything taken care of, all the, food stuffs in the fridge that we're going to need. And that's such a winter solstice kind of thing anyways. I mean, we're just coming into winter. It's only been fall. So, we have 3 months of a really dark period of time, a time where it's going to be cold, where it's going to be, a little harder to survive. So naturally, biologically, we come into this place, we take stock, and we move forward. Another thing that is happening on the winter solstice this year, astrologically, is we have the sun in a square to Jupiter. I just mentioned Jupiter, just got all powered up and moved into the sign of Aries just this morning, ready for new things, moving a little more quickly, out of retrograde, starting to pick up steam, and the sun on the solstice is making a square to this Jupiter. And so a square is considered to be a challenging aspect. It's meant to be a learning opportunity, an opportunity for us to see maybe the thing that we need to get better at, or the thing we need to learn, or that thing we need to take the next step up in regards to the experience that we're having. And so the sun is going to be at 0 degrees of Capricorn, and Jupiter is at that 0 degree point of Aries. Both of these signs, Capricorn and Aries, are cardinal signs. They are really good at doing new things. A square can be a challenging thing. So there's a little bit of a challenge within this new beginning, but it's a positive Jupiter. Jupiter brings good luck everywhere it goes. So that is just something to be aware of, if you're really trying to take some of these new steps, but for some reason there seems to be a couple of obstacles in the way. That could just be an opportunity for us to see things from a different perspective. Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius, which is all about seeing things from different perspective and seeing things kind of from above, taking kind of the bird's eye view. So, if you're having trouble at all connecting with any of this on the solstice or this week, just focus out, take the eagle perch, right? Stacy Dredd, Galactic Ambassador in the cosmic community here. It's 444444444 all over my clocks. Thank you so much for tuning into KPOV. We appreciate you being part of the family, and I hope all of your holiday preparations are going well, whichever holidays you celebrate, if any. We've got lots of them this time of year. So I hope that it's just truly, truly blessed, and you can just find your true contentment this time of year, because that is certainly what the astrology asks us to do at the winter solstice. It's a time for us to really relight and rekindle our inner flame. The outer flame, the sun, is not available as much as we might want it to be this year. So we do need to reach inside for that. The rest of the week does have some interesting things going on. The new moon in Capricorn is happening on Friday, the 23rd of December. This is also coupled with the energy of Chiron stationing direct. The new moon in Capricorn is at 1 degrees. Speaking of new beginnings, we just talked about how Capricorn is a cardinal sign, loves to start things, bring things into reality, right? After we move, we're still under the influence of this really big, hot Sagittarius flame before the sun enters Capricorn tomorrow. And so, the new moon at 1 degree is asking us, what is it that we want to start? What is it that we are moving towards? The new moon is an opportunity to start a new 28-day-and-a-half cycle with the moon, and to create intentions for the next month ahead. Chiron stationing direct on the same day is beautiful. New moons are all about new beginnings, and also kind of that opportunity to slow down. It's the darkest time of the month. It's when the moon is unavailable. The light from the moon is unavailable, and Chiron is known as the wounded healer. So we may be sort of sitting in a dark place, realizing with this Chiron that is really slowed down, what we've been through, what wounds we're healing. There's going to be a realization about something that we have really come through during this Chiron retrograde. I need to go back and let's just see when Chiron actually went retrograde. I think it was in May or or June. Let's see, where can I, I'm flipping through my planner here. Chiron stationed retrograde on July 19th, 2022. And so you can go back and look at what are the things that you have come through since July 19th of this year. And with Chiron stationing direct, we're moving forward. We're seeing the progress we've made in regards to some healing in our lives, and now having an opportunity to move forward with that and build on top of that. So I love all of this new cycle energy. Wow. It just feels so fresh. We have been through a lot of astrological mush over the last 2.5 years. I mean, since 3 years, since January of 2020, the astrology has been described as some of the most intense astrology that a lot of the old timer astrologers have been through. The 60s were another really intense time in the astrology. That's interesting, isn't it? And we're moving through another extremely intense time. We have just come through some pretty big moments, and that I'm referring to the big conjunction in 2022 between Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. And you can go back and learn a lot about that. That was a 2,500 year cycle. So there's something changing. There's something new coming, and if you aren't already feeling it, it's on its way. So I'm going to move into part 2 of Stacey Dread's Galactic Ambassador 2023 astrological breakdown. I kind of left off in the end of March. So if you want to hear about Saturn's movement into Pisces, Pluto's movement into Aquarius, you can go back to last week's show and hear out about that. But I'm going to move forward into April of 2023, and May, we have our first solar and lunar eclipses. We are moving into an Aries solar eclipse on April 20th and the lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th. This is going to be our first chance to see a solar eclipse in Aries. Just mentioned all about Aries being the starters of new cycles, loving new things, wanting new things in their life. And this solar eclipse in Aries is going to be just another opportunity for us. The North Node is going to be moving from Taurus into Aries sometime I think late next year. And so we'll have another shift of the nodes. And as soon as the North Node moves into Aries, this is just going to be another time of lots and lots and lots of new beginnings. The North Node is known as the node of destiny. That is where we bring things into our lives. Things just come into our lives that are needed and that are fit and ready. And so this is going to be another opportunity come April's solar eclipse on 4/20, I might just point out. So that'll be a fun one. And then the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. We have been working with a lot of Scorpio energy over the last few months, and finally I've kind of moved out of that. But we are going to definitely feel some more of that ability to dive deep, to create depth, to really see some of these darker places in ourselves. That is really what Scorpio represents, just like those deep kind of dark places. And so May 5th will be an opportunity for us to dive deep once again. On May 17th, 2023, here's when Jupiter moves into Taurus. So we've got Jupiter in Aries from today until May 17th, when he moves into Taurus and will have a retrograde cycle there. So Jupiter is going to be zipping through Aries over the next few months and moving into Taurus on May 17th. And Jupiter is, like I said, that really big energy. And Taurus is an earth sign. This is like one of the most one of the signs that really likes things to be secure and solid, and they really like that earthly, the ability to see things right here. Taurus is all about our material possessions, making sure that we have all the things we're providing for our family. All the food is represented by Taurus, and earth issues. I mean, really like on a larger kind of level, Taurus represents Earth, the climate, and like all of the things that surround how we take care of the planet. And so you could see come May, once Jupiter moves into Taurus and we have a retrograde there, the second half of 2023 could have a lot to do with climate and the environment and our connection to the Earth. And Jupiter is going to bring its good luck and its giant energy into all of that come May. And then also in 2023, I did talk about on March 23rd, Pluto is entering the sign of Aquarius. Pluto moving into a new sign is really big news. It takes Pluto 20 to 24 years to get through a sign. And so Pluto moving into Aquarius, the sign of the people this year, this is being seen as a really big opportunity to sort out these issues amongst the people. Aquarius is all about our independent thought also, and also caring about everybody's individuality, and so we could see a lot of openings in regard to that. And we're talking about a long time that Pluto's going to be in Aquarius. We're going to be working with this energy for, like I said, 20 to 24 years. And so Pluto on June 12th, though, of 2023 is going to re-enter back into the sign of Capricorn during its retrograde in 2023. And so we're going to definitely get a taste of what Pluto in Aquarius is going to be. And then on June 12th, we are going to see Pluto re-enter Capricorn. We're going to need to take some steps back. We're going to need to reevaluate, or where we've, all these new things that we've seen, these new opportunities, and then we're going to have an opportunity to kind of go back into Capricorn, create a little bit more structure around them, because that's what Capricorn's all about, the skeletal systems. And then Pluto will, come back into Aquarius for good, I believe in 2024. So I think that's where I'm going to have to stop for today. I think this means that next week I'm going to have part 3 of my 2023 astrological breakdown, going into a little more of the energies later in the year, although things are going to slow down because we'll have the retrogrades all throughout the end of 2023. But we'll talk about that more next week. And I really appreciate you being tuned in. This has been Stacey Dredd, your galactic ambassador in the cosmic community. You can always reach me by email at thecosmiccommunity@kpov.org and listen to the archive program at kpov.org/thecosmiccommunity. Check out my The Cosmic Community Astrology page on channel on YouTube, please. And I hope you have a great week, and happy holidays to everybody. Keep it real, keep it love, keep it light, and I'll talk to you next week. Peace. Thank you for listening to the Cosmic Community Podcast. More can be found at kpov.org/thecosmiccommunity.